It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha's ACHAREI KEDOSHIM. The question of the week is it okay to be a fanatic? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha's ACHAREI, we learn about the command that God gives Moshe Ben Yosef to tell Aaron about the instruction of the procedure, how you should enter the temple, and what type of manner and what type of manner you should not enter the temple. But as an introduction to that, the Torah says that this was commanded after Aaron's two sons died. So Rashi asks the question: all throughout the Torah, there's commands: do this, don't do that. Why is it that over here it tells us when it happened? So Rashi gives an example. That someone that was not well went to the doctor, and the doctor says, for example, don't drink something cold or don't lay in something wet. That's one person. What happens if another person tells him, don't drink something cold, don't drink something hot, so you shouldn't die like that person. So obviously by saying that, you're putting more emphasis. Now the person is alert. Oh my gosh, it's serious stuff. Now, why did the Torah tell us? Because of the importance of it. So God wanted to tell us, to Moshe Ben Yosef, the priest, that if you do this, this is serious trouble, because these guys died for that reason. But the Rebbe asked a simple question: fine, great. But what does it have to do with our life? What message can we learn from it? So the Rebbe explains that what does it mean somebody's sick? Usually speaking, that when someone's sick means that he's very, very hot. He's very hot. What does that mean spiritually, someone's hot? Someone's on fire with God. He wants to become close to God, whether it's prayer, Torah study, do mitzvot. He just totally wants to cleave to God. He wants to have this oneness with God. Now what happens when you're totally inspired and you want to have this oneness of God, you can cross over certain boundaries. And you can look at things that you shouldn't be looking at. Or you can inhale things you shouldn't be inhaling, like the Torah, etc. And if a person goes ahead and does that, he's going to hurt himself. So in other words, what the Torah is teaching each and every one of us is that when it comes to holiness, when it comes to coming close to God, there is rules of how much one should do or how much a person shouldn't do, and there's certain things which are not okay. And if you go too far, unfortunately, you will expire as Aaron's two sons unfortunately did. So in other words, is it okay to be fanatics? You see clearly from here, the Torah does not want us to be fanatics. It wants us to do what we're supposed to, how we're supposed to, and if we become fanatical, we will overstep certain boundaries that God does not want us to overstep. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated for the Torah that we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information on Chabad, please see our website.